But I remember seeing, I had the same thing happen when I saw the Killer play in Paris, and my mate was there, and he's like, comes up to me, he goes, well, good news, the T-shirt guy selling the T-shirts. And I'm like, well, what do you mean? And he goes, oh, I saw him last week in the south of France, and the T-shirt seller did most of the set, and the Killer just sat in the side and came out with great balls of fire, and then just like fucked off. And so the band came on and started playing, and they just sounded like dog shit, you know. They were just like playing through this standard stuff. And then it was like, Jerry Lee's in the house, like Jerry Lee's in the house. And suddenly you look on the side and there's the Killer just standing there looking like a kind of orangutan, just sort of like this lurching. And it was like that Nina Simone show. And the guy walked up and hit the piano and had this sound like a jackhammer. It was unbelievable. And it was just 2 microphones plugged into a Fender Twin, wound out, like everything wound out, just this sound that's instantly Jerry Lee. And he walked on the stage and he got to the front of the lip like that and just went, yeah, like that, and everyone was like, whoa, like this. And then he sat down and went, like that, and then suddenly he started playing and the band sounded unbelievable because they all got in underneath this amazing sound of his. And then he did like a bunch of ballads in the middle, Hank Williams and stuff, and then he did Great Balls of Fire. And then he tried to get up on the piano and he couldn't, and it was one of the wildest things I'd ever seen. He was just trying to get up, and then they ran up behind him and they were trying to get him up there, and he's just going like this. It was phenomenal. And then he walked off, the power blew in the place. The guitar player, who was about 70 or something, picked up his amp, put it under his arm and walked off, like this old amp he must have had since day one, you know. And it was like, that's what it's like about, you know, that's you see in a show, you know.